girl, they said your restaurant, they got a 55 on the health score, girl. What is going on? Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black meat neck on. What is going on, y'all? Welcome to another Kandi GURL video. Are y'all still here? What is going on, y'all? I am ready to do my Kandi GURL video, girl. It's been a lot going on. I already know there's going to be 2 Kandi GURL videos because I have a lot of things to talk about. And I missed y'all. I miss you like every day. What up? Come on. I ain't going to sing because I know they get on y'all nerves. But I hope y'all are enjoying y'all Tuesday evening. I am trying to enjoy my Tuesday evening. It has been a long weekend. It's been a long week. And I honestly just want to I don't know. I don't know. But girl, there's so many things we're going to talk about. Erica Mena did file for divorce. Kandi's restaurant, she voluntarily shut it down because she had a low score. And girl, the restaurant I'm talking about is Blaze Seafood, Steak and Seafood. So we got to talk about that. Also, the Billboard Awards, Lil Nas X wardrobe malfunction while he's performing. Girl, it was a lot going on this weekend. Some cute moments, some funny moments, some serious stuff. But we're going to talk about all of that in this Kandi GURL video. But before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get into this mental health check-in. So what is going on, girl? I was not sure how I was going to do the mental health today. Because I was like, girl, the girls ain't feeling me this week. And rightfully so. I put out 2, controversial videos. And a lot of folks are like, well, not a lot of people. Some people are like, girl, it's too much negativity. I got to unsubscribe. I don't want to support this, da-da-da-da. But they are dragging me in the comments and the videos. And I promise you, let me tell you something. I don't know how many times I got to say this. When I upload a video, especially like that, I only look at the comments for the first 5 to 10 minutes. After that, I don't watch no more comments. That's how I protect my mental health. I'm not going to go back and forth arguing with a whole bunch of folks. If you want to argue with me, if you want to have a conversation with me, you better go subscribe to my Patreon. Period. And it's best for you to subscribe on the first of the month, period, because you're gonna get rebilled again. But that's where I'm just like paying attention to comments. I'm looking at messages and people receiving it. I have learned how to protect my mental health when it comes to putting in stuff I believe in without like dealing with all the folks who are disagreeing. Like I don't hear it. I don't hear it. I'm just like, girl, when I put that video out on Patreon first, when I talked about Charlie McClain, the girls loved it. The girls on Patreon loved it. They was like, girl, yes, we love it. I always talk about religion and the church and everything on Patreon. I know we talk about YouTube. Like, you might be subscribed, but you don't care about me like that. You only like when I'm talking about specific things and uplifted folks. You don't like when I'm talking about trans folks. You don't like when I'm talking about fat politics. You don't think I have a problem with light-skinned folks. You have to so it's just like, I know those folks just like, they're consuming the content they want to, but they don't like me as a person. And I respect that. I promise you I'm going to live my life. I promise I'm going to be good. I promise you I'm going to get some sleep at night. So, with that being said, I've taken a little bit of a break from social media. I'm not gonna lie, on a scale of 1 to 10, the mental is doing about a 3.5, and I ain't talking about no GPA and I ain't talking about no gas. I'm on 3.5, girl, a 3.5, and it ain't good right now. I'm tired. A brother is tired. Got a lot of stuff going on, hitting me from different directions, and I'm just like, I can't do it. And it has nothing to do with the sort of like negative comments and stuff or whatever comments. I'm not gonna call them negative because they're not really negative to me. But that has nothing to do with it. But I've taken a break from Twitter and I've taken a break from Instagram just to regroup and just to have my mind focused on other stuff because there's a whole bunch of stuff like that's just like, oh my God. And I just don't want to add any other things that's going on to what is already might be too much for me. So yeah, because I did like everybody responding to my videos that I posted, and I definitely wanted to hear people's reaction on Twitter when I did the video talking about Will Smith and body positivity. So if you're on Twitter, you're following me on Twitter, whatever, share that video on Twitter. If you're in my little community on Twitter, please share that video. I want to come back and see people talking about it, but then right now, Justin is taking a break from social media. I don't know how long, but it's much needed. So yeah, be putting out some good energy for me. Hopefully the next week or so, like it's a lot going on, that like stuff going on with me, and hopefully things get better within the next week because girl, I'm just like, I don't know. And honestly, to be honest, I don't know if it just might be that time where I'm going through like depression and I really can't tell. It might just be that because every once in a while I get into a really depressive state and I think I felt it coming. So it might be it. But yeah. That's going on with me, and I think that's about it. So, girl, yeah, I'll be back soon, probably, or whatever. But we're gonna get this content out. So, girl, because we got a lot of things to talk about. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. Let's go ahead and start talking about, because I told y'all, where is Boosted daughter? I told y'all that I did not trust a steak and seafood lounge or restaurant on no strip mall. Now, let me tell you something. I like Kandi. I think she's a businesswoman. I think she's intelligent. I understand that she knows how to make coin. She's the ultimate capitalist. And Kandi is cheap as hell. Kandi girl. Kandi is very, very cheap. And I can tell that when I went to Old Lady Game and I was sitting in the restaurant and I was like, why am I so close to the next person? I don't like to be in a restaurant and I'm eating and the next person is that close. I don't like it. Which tells me that you trying to pack everybody in here. You're trying to increase your, like, what is it, like, make up for your overhead. Like, you're trying to make more money. You're charging $20 for some salmon and whatever. Like, you're doing the things to make sure that you're getting money. But folks don't understand, running a restaurant is very, very expensive. It's very, 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 and it's like most restaurants do not make it. So Kandi, instead of like treating this as like an investment and just seeing how it is and Kandi like, no girl, I need to be making profit off of it from day one. And it's just like, girl, I don't know. So we just found out that Kandi's restaurant scored a 55 on their health score, and she voluntarily, whoever's running the restaurant, I'm not gonna say her, voluntarily like did a temporary short shutdown, and they opened it back up. Now this is coming from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, and baby, they were dragging it. Blaze lost 9 points after the inspector observed a food handler switching from raw seafood to ready-to-eat foods without washing hands, and another 9 points because the prep coolers were above 41 degrees. Some 4-point penalties include a Chick-fil-A cup in the area where regular food supplies, the lack of procedures and supplies for employees to handle vomiting or diarrhea events, pink organic residue in both ice makers, and the lack of consumer advisory on the menu for potentially raw or undercooked meat. This is what I mean. You cannot go cheap. You cannot nickel and dime when it comes to seafood and steak. You can't do it. Like, you cannot do it, because some people like to like eat their their seafood like barely cooked. They like their steak medium rare. I like my steak medium rare too. I like raw oysters. I like all of those things. I like salmon medium rare. I like seafood. But if you can't get your employees to follow common practice of washing hands, I don't even do that at home. When I'm cooking seafood, like I'm about to fry some catfish when I get done recording this video. When I get done handling this and I touch the water and soap and I rinse my hands and I get a napkin, I wash my hands so many times because I don't want to take some seafood or whatever, like some raw meat and cutting vegetables, and I'm doing cross-contamination, especially when I know that I'm probably not going to cook these vegetables all the way, like to kill off all the germs or the bacteria or whatever is on it. And to see like employee not washing their hands. Like, you got the health department coming in and you don't know to wash your hands. Like, you're supposed to be on your ultimate P's and Q's. So that means that the behavior at the restaurant is not of standard. It's not of standard. Like, Kandi, you got to clean this up. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So, girl, like, you got to clean this up. This ain't making no sense. A 55? And Kandi is Atlanta. So I know the health department like know who she is, know who owns the restaurant. We know all this stuff. So if they had to give her a 55, that means that like it was like, girl, we had to give you a 55. Like, you got an employee not washing their hands while they're going from seafood to prepped food, and you're not storing the prep coolers like at the adequate temperature. Like, what is going on? Like, girl, this ain't making no sense. There were 3-point deductions related to minor storage problems and staff wearing inappropriate jewelry. It just sounds like, I'm gonna tell y'all what I think it is, and I'm gonna tell y'all what I really think this is. I think Kandi probably is not paying these employees that much. He got regular, everyday folks coming to this restaurant, like not Kandi, but Kandi Todd, because this is really probably Todd thing. Probably paying these folks probably bare minimum. Like probably not paying, and it's just like folks that's just gonna take a job, don't really care, and they don't care about what they're doing. And you see that, like I'm gonna tell you, when you don't pay your employees an adequate or fair wage, they just don't care. They just do not care. That's why I do not buy no food, no chicken, no frozen shit from Walmart. I don't trust it, because I know y'all overwork the hell out of y'all employees to the point that they don't have time. If somebody brings some chicken and send on the thing and say, girl, I'm gonna return it, I don't want that back. I don't want that, I'm not paying for it. Y'all probably not gonna take it right back and put it in. That shit probably sit there for 2-3 hours and y'all gonna put it right back. I've seen y'all do it. Baby, at Miss Target, Whole Foods, Kroger, Publix, they don't do that. But Walmart is one of them places, like, you know, the employees are overworked and they are underpaid, so they do not have time. They don't, like, they be working them, like, Walmart is one of the places I just refuse to shop at like that. I just don't shop at, like, I buy some stuff, but girl, I'm damn sure not putting no food in there that I gotta cook and eat. No ma'am, unless it's coming in a microwave bowl, I don't want it. So Kandi to me is paying Walmart wages and trying to serve steak and seafood, and it's just not giving. That's why you got folks coming into work with a Chick-fil-A cup. Like, girl, this is a seafood and steak restaurant. This ain't chicken tenders and wings. That's what's pissing me off. I've been working in restaurants since I was 18 years old. Like, I worked at Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Bar Louie. I worked in banquets at the Marriott downtown in Memphis. Like, I have worked at all these restaurants. I know, like chain restaurants, one thing I'll say, and me and my friend Aaron talked about this, chain restaurants do not play when it comes to like that stuff. Like, they'll have not just the health department, but they'll have their own company come in, a third party come in and check their stuff and make sure everything is to code and where it needs to be at. Baby, they make sure. So Kandi, this ain't making sense. Like, you can't be popping up restaurants. And then I've heard one of my friends said he went to Ole Gang in Castleberry or whatever. He went to Ole Gang somewhere, I can't think, in Camp Creek, I think, in Camp Creek, and he said he got food poisoning from some salmon he had. Like, girl, like, it's just, I can't play. Now, I done had food poisoning from 2 restaurants in Atlanta. From Harold's Chicken and Ice Bar, I had some fried catfish from them, and some shrimp in a shrimp basket. I got food poisoning from them. And I had a salmon burger from, I think it was Flip Burger over there off of, what is the name of that street? Oh my God, it's over there by Navy Federal. It's that busy ass intersection. I can't think, it's always busy as hell. Baby, got food poisoning twice. Baby, let me tell you something, my T-cells are not up to play. Girl, food poisoning is one of the things that will take people living with HIV out. And I don't play them type of games. So that's why I said I can't, like, if you out here doing this and that, like, you giving me cheap teas when it comes to seafood and steak, I don't want to eat there. I don't want to eat there. So I'm not eating no steak and no seafood place at there, girl, that don't make no sense. They said Kandi declined to comment. And you know that Kandi, OLG, is currently filming a reality show around the restaurant and stuff. So what do you think I'll talk about this? Kandi got to clean this up, because this looks ridiculous, like, girl, and I got pissed off because I don't play about food. So I apologize for going in, but y'all look it up, because this, when I saw this, I said, you have got to be kidding me. But I literally told y'all, I told y'all in my Housewives review, I said, I don't trust that, because Kandi is cheap as hell, and you cannot be cheap when you're doing seafood and steak. You got to hire the right folks, and you have to be very strict. You can't be hiring folks cat and pat because you cool with them down the street and they out here doing whatever. Like, what the hell? Like, no man, at a seafood and steak place and y'all not washing your hands? Let's talk about something else. So, did y'all watch the Billboard Awards? Let's talk about the Billboard Awards 2021. I watched a little bit of it. I'm gonna be honest. When certain people perform, I don't watch. The only girl that I did watch was Pink. I like Pink. I grew up listening to Pink. My auntie was a big listener of Pink, so I listened to Pink. I watched her. I was like, okay, this is cute. She got the Icon Award. I think she deserves it. She's very good. She's very talented. Love the performance with her and her daughter. It was really, really good. None of the performers that night really stood out to me. I don't know who the K-pop boys came out doing some song. Their performance was not good. It was just not good. Every time I see one, like, if anything, the visuals are always good for K-pop. But when I be seeing them lip sync for their life, I was like, girl, is this a joke? Like, are they serious? Like when they be performing, it looks like Michael Jackson with no talent. So you make that out whatever if you see what I'm talking about, when I've seen it, not all K-pop, but I've seen the stuff that y'all be gassing up, that be trending all the time, every time I see them perform, it gives me Michael Jackson with no talent. I'll let you do with it what you want. I know them girls gonna eat me up, and I don't give two damns. Join the crowd. But yeah, what else happened to Billboard Awards? I think that was about it that Miss Billboard Awards gave. But she, like a lot of people didn't even know it had came on, to be honest. A lot of folks was not sure about the performances. The baby won an award. Who else? Drake won an award. He brought his son Adonis on stage. The girls were shook and Adonis was crying. I think Adonis had braids. I have so many questions and I won't be asking them here. I have so many questions. I have so many questions. So many questions, girl. But Drake gave a speech and was just very excited. You know, I forgot what award he got. Artist of the Decade, I think is what he got. And Drake has, you know, if we talk about Billboard, Drake is definitely deserving of that because Drake has like been dropping hits nonstop for a minute. Like was out here like doing the things. Also, the name of the K-pop group was BTS. I was not sure. I didn't want to call them the wrong thing. But you know, I'm reading this article. They said that BTS made history at the Billboard Awards eight ways. This is some reading about Forbes or whatever. I just think their performance in the new song, it was giving lip sync for your life, girl. A lot of folks were lip syncing. Alicia Keys of Stealing Your Man. Well, she ain't stolen by the man. That man was ready to be stolen, period. But Alicia Keys got up there on her piano and reminded us songs are in a minor, period. Baby! Alicia Keys took us back, a performer sometimes, a singer sometimes. But Alicia Keys definitely was that girl when she came out with her piano long when I was in high school. Oh my God, I think her album came out and like, what was it? Songs in a Minor came out when? When did it come out? I got the... When did it come out? When did that come out? And oh my God. Oh my, you have got to be kidding me. She released Songs in a Minor 20 years ago? What? Girl, you have got... Oh my God. She dropped that album in 2001. Do y'all know, I was talking to this guy. I think I was, in 2001, I was probably in the 9th grade. Yeah, I was in 9th grade. I was in love with this guy named Darius Wright. And he played the saxophone at Tresna High School. He was so fine to me, but he did not like me like that, girl. He had a gap. He was really cute. He would just make my heart like flutter. Like I was like, oh my God, he's so beautiful. But he did not like my ass, girl. He was in love with the other saxophone player who played the flute and the piccolo. What did he play? The piccolo? His name was Curtis. I don't know why I'm spilling on my teeth, but girl, everybody that I had a crush on when I was in like high school, middle school, they all like Curtis. I'm fucking mad about that. Why did nobody like me? I had a crush on Terrence. And he ended up being with Curtis. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm thinking about all this stuff now. Like, then what's my name did? Like, nobody wanted me. Was I ugly? Am I ugly, y'all? Tell me if I'm ugly. I'm pretty serious. Lipstick Alley will say that. But, Jesus. The reason why I say all this is because I had Alicia Keys, most of her songs as my voicemail. When you call, period. I had that, like, her songs, Falling. Like, one of this boy I was talking to, that's when they had the ringtones. That was his ringtone, he called me. Oh my God. 2001, Vision Center. 2001 is when this girl dropped this album. Oh my God, I am shook. I'm gonna have to call my ex because he's a big Alicia Keys fan. This is amazing. Oh my God, but her voice is beautiful. She did a really good job. She looked amazing. Giving all the things. All the folks were deserving. All the girls were deserving. The Weeknd got his award, period. He deserved his things. You know, this he won a whole bunch of them too. The Weeknd got a whole bunch of them. Who else? Oh, we got a chance to see Tina Knowles. She got on there. And Tina Knowles, she was just like a little bit shook. You can tell Tina like, girl, I ain't been out the house in a minute. COVID had made stuff difficult for me. I just ain't feeling it. Who else got some awards? DJ Khaled and her performed. That was interesting. DJ Khaled was on the move, girl. He was moving. Karol G performed. I was like, girl, we're going back to 2005 with the Hummer. Who else? Like, I like Pink's performance. I think Pink's performance was my favorite. I like Pink. I like Pink. She really did. But yeah, this Billboard Awards was kind of like, I don't know. We can tell that there's some type of normalcy coming back a little bit. It's slowly creeping its way in, and I'm just not sure if everybody's ready for that. But girl, yes. So tell me what y'all thought about these things, girl. We're gonna move on to part 2 of this video.